Parliament has approved the nomination of Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta for appointment as Minister of Finance. His approval followed an unanimous recommendation by the Appointments Committee of Parliament. The committee had recommended to the House to approve Mr. Ofori-Atta's appointment. The report was presented by the Majority Chief Whip, Mr. Frank Anodompre, on behalf of the chairman of the committee, Mr. Joseph Osei Owusu.
The nominee answered a number of questions ranging from justification for the resubmission of the Ejapa transaction to Parliament, public sector wages negotiation, the rationale for the proposed tax hikes by the government, management and use of petroleum revenue. Speaker, recommendations. The committee, by consensus, recommends to the House to approve the nomination of Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta for appointment as Minister responsible for Finance. In conclusion and recommendation, Speaker, the committee, after deliberations on the nomination of His Excellency the President for the ministerial appointment and in accordance with Article 265 plus 1 of the 1992 Constitution and Order 172, all the standing orders of Parliament, recommends for the nomination of Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta for appointment as Minister responsible for Finance.
Seconding the motion for his approval on the floor, the Minority Leader, Mr. Haruna Idrisu, told the House that minority members on the Appointments Committee requested for some other information relating to the performance of Mr. Ofori-Atta and had accordingly recommended that he should be approved by consensus.
I have accordingly recommended that he be approved by consensus. But, Mr. Speaker, it does not mean that we are satisfied with his performance as Finance Minister. He probably will go and bear the brunt of his mismanagement of the Ghanaian economy in the last 4 years. He will bear the brunt of his inability to reconcile his fiscal data. He will bear the brunt for not providing enough details of how much the Bank of Ghana financed the government of Ghana in the 2020 period. We will demand for more information on this matter.
The House voted a resounding aye to approve the nominee, a financial analyst and international banker who turned 62 on November 7 this year. Mr. Ofori-Atta now awaits a swearing in by the President, which will take place on Tuesday evening at the Jubilee House. Mr. Ofori-Atta became the last of the President's 46 appointees, comprising 30 Ministers of State and 16 regional ministers designate, whose names were submitted to the committee for consideration and recommendation to the House. The Finance Minister designate, a US-trained financial analyst, had holdings and director positions in banks in several African countries including Gambia, Rwanda, Liberia, and has won several awards, including the Marketing Man of the Year Award for 1996 by the Chartered Institute of Marketing Ghana. Mr. Ofori-Atta, who returned recently from the United States of America for medical treatment, was vetted by the Appointments Committee last week Thursday and Friday and recommended his nomination to be approved by consensus. Mr. Ofori-Atta served in his first term of the Akufo-Addo-led government of the New Patriotic Party and was nominated by President Akufo-Addo for the same finance portfolio at the beginning of his second term office in government. The nominee, however, who represented the President at the Ministry of Finance before his nomination to hold the finance portfolio again, had to travel to America to seek medical treatment for COVID-19 related health issues and had his vetting by the Appointments Committee deferred. The newly elected president for National Association of Registered Midwives Ghana, Madam Mary Ofosu, has advised Ghanaians to heed to President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's directives to avoid a mass gathering as the nation enters the Easter festivity period to avoid the third coronavirus wave that is threatening the world. She made the appeal to all Christians, travelers, those who plan family reunions, event organizers, and the general public to be mindful of the precarious times of COVID-19 and adhere to the directives to keep safe. She also encouraged midwives to take their health seriously, considering the difficulty in observing the COVID-19 protocols on physical distancing in the wards. Madam Mary Ofosu was speaking during a media briefing on the sidelines of the annual Delegates Conference of the National Association of Registered Midwives Ghana in Accra. The conference, among other agendas, saw the election of new national executive members to run the affairs of the association for the next 4 years.
I encourage all able midwives to adhere to COVID-19 protocols regarding social and physical distancing, though not applicable in the maternity units. Wash hands frequently, regular and consistent wearing of nose masks. We need to be healthy and alive to take care of others.
Madam Mary Ofusu reminded all midwives about their duties to provide comprehensive midwifery services to improve the well-being of the mother and child, since it is an important public health goal.
Fellow colleagues, to begin with, I would like to remind all midwives about our core duties, that is to provide comprehensive midwifery services. This will help improve the well-being of the mother and child, since it is an important public health goal. Their well-being determines the health of the next generation and can help predict future public health challenges. In view of this, I am urging all midwives to be diligent in the performance of our duties. Professionalism is key in midwifery. Professional midwife cares for the childbearing woman and her family. This care within the professional domain is seen as the core of midwifery.
Madam Ofusu said midwives needed to put away their differences and work in unity if the association was to project a positive image in the eyes of the public. She called on the members of the association to throw their support behind the newly elected executives to work to help them succeed in their mandates.
Our strength as an association comes in unity. Unity is strength. When there is teamwork and collaboration, wonderful things can be achieved. Where there is unity, there is always victory. There is more power in unity than division. I therefore urge all midwives to do away with our differences, be MSc, BSc, direct or post-NAP midwife. Let's all come together to project the image of midwifery in Ghana.
The newly elected president of the National Association of Registered Midwifery Ghana appealed to the Ministry of Health, the Ghana Health Service and other allied institutions to provide midwives with allowances due them and provide a maternity unit in all health institutions with the requisite logistics to enable them to function effectively.
Furthermore, I will take this opportunity to appeal to the Minister of Health, Ghana Health Service and other institutions to provide the requisite logistics to all health facilities, especially to the maternity units, and all allowances due the midwife should be paid in the form of motivation.
The Public Relations Officer of the National Association of Registered Midwifery Ghana, Madam Rosetta Intriwa Boache, for her part, appealed to the government for more autonomy, among others.
I would encourage them to join NAM Ghana. Everything that you used to say about us, we are here to tell you that this is a new NAM Ghana, whereby we are going to fight for what belongs to us. We are going to work hard so that our salaries will be that's what we deserve. Okay, so we are working towards a lot of things for our midwives.
The newly elected executive comprises of Ms. Mary Ofusu as President, Mr. Jonathan Yelfari, Vice President, and Mr. Harrison Ampabin, General Secretary. The others are Ms. Veronica Boateng Amankwa, Deputy General Secretary, Ms. Rosetta Intriwa Boache, Public Relations Officer, Ms. Vivian Kumoji, Treasurer, and Ms. Doris Aban as Industrial Relations Officer.
The President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, says a very important plank of the new strategic partnership between Africa, Spain and Europe will be the strong support for the African Continental Free Trade Area, which began trading on 1st January this year. Speaking at the Focus Africa 2023 conference held in Madrid in Spain on Monday, President Akufo-Addo indicated that the AfTA will link all the 54 markets of Africa, covering 1.2 billion people, into a single market. Focus Africa 2023, an in-person conference, defines Spanish foreign action in Africa until 2023 and forms part of the Spanish Foreign Action Strategy 2021 to 2024. It includes the specific actions the Spanish government intends to take with key stakeholders in Africa, including Ghana, and it is aligned with the realization of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and the African Union's 2063 Agenda.
It is the world's largest free trade area outside of the World Trade Organization itself. By 2050, it will cover an estimated 2.5 billion people and have over a quarter of the world's working age population. Imagine the investment and business opportunities offered by the infrastructure required to link our markets more effectively. And imagine the business opportunities that this huge market would offer for manufacturing and service firms from Spain and Europe that could establish production facilities in Africa to serve the African markets. And with the enhanced growth that will result from all of these, the market opportunities for exporters from Spain and Europe could be truly amazing.
Reiterating the commitment of African leaders to chart a new path of trade and investment cooperation with the rest of the world, the President explained that with Africa in possession of a vast endowment of resources, both human and natural, it is disheartening to acknowledge that African youths do not see a future in their respective countries and are willing to cross the Sahara Desert on foot and drown in the Mediterranean Sea in a desperate bid to reach the mirage of a better life in Europe.
It is eloquent testimony to the inability of the current structures of African economies, producing and exporting raw materials, importing manufactured goods and services from Europe and elsewhere, to generate the numbers of decent, well-paying jobs that Africa's youth crave. But fortunately, there's now a consensus amongst the current crop of African leaders of the urgent need to remedy the situation and relate with the rest of the world on the base of trade and investment cooperation in value-added activities. As President of the Republic of Ghana, I believe the time has come for Africa, Spain, and indeed the rest of Europe to establish a sustainable strategic partnership based on trade and investment cooperation on the exchange of value-added transactions. It would obviate the resort to aid which has not achieved its purpose. Hence the mantra of Ghana Beyond Aid, which is the overarching goal of Ghanaian public policy.
Touching on the pandemic of COVID-19, the President told a gathering that the need for global cooperation has been accentuated even further by the onset of the virus.
What the pandemic has taught us is that our world is truly interdependent. For a virus that originated in China has engulfed the entire globe. We need to cooperate more, and we need to cooperate smartly. In the midst of all the complexities of the 21st century, our interdependence requires such cooperation. So I applaud Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez for convening Focus Africa 2023 and for the brilliance of the Plan Africa 3 initiative.
In spite of the havoc wreaked by COVID-19, the President stressed that Ghana is pursuing accelerated economic development through improved macroeconomic management, improved domestic revenue mobilization emanating from reforms in public revenue policy and administration, creation of conducive environments for business to flourish, and tackling corruption, among others.
Ensuring that all our children have unfettered access to education through our free senior high school policy. We're moving towards attaining universal health coverage for all Ghanaians through the National Health Insurance Scheme. We're processing more and more of our raw materials through our One District, One Factory initiative. We've become a net exporter of food under our program for Planting for Food and Jobs. And we're determined to move Ghana to a situation beyond aid.
President Akufo-Addo emphasized to the Spanish Prime Minister that Ghana has a laudable vision and welcome cooperation and partnerships from Spain and Europe.
We have set our sights high, and to our friends in Spain and Europe, I urge you to join us in building a continent of prosperity and societies of equal opportunities for all.
Earlier, President Akufo-Addo, who was welcomed to the event by the Spanish Prime Minister, Pedro Sanchez, was presented with a birthday gift of a home jersey of Spanish football giants, Real Madrid, which has been signed by several players of the team. President Akufo-Addo turned 77 on Monday.